Hey, sixth graders, let's take a look at how to use the website Plotly. The first thing you should do is navigate to plot.ly. Once you're there, log in using your Google sign-in, choose your school information. You should get to a page that looks like this. Hit create, and then you are going to create a chart. So select that from the drop-down. Once it loads, you will see a spreadsheet where you can enter your data and a spot where your graph will show up. So for the data that I am graphing, I'm going to change my column headers so I know which information to put where. I'm going to select rename header, and I'm going to call my first column days of the week. And I'm going to enter a unique name for each day. Notice that you had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then start over with the second week, another Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I'm going to name them Monday 1, Tuesday 1, Wednesday 1, Thursday 1, and Friday 1, and then I'm going to start over. Monday 2, Tuesday 2, Wednesday, and Thursday. Then columns B, C, and D are going to be used for the different class hours. So I'm going to rename column B second hour. Column C is third hour. And column D is sixth hour. And I can enter my data. Now I'm just going to make up numbers. You need to use that data table that you were given. So let's say I have 3 kids absent Monday in second hour. So there are my numbers for second hour. Then third hour, got a little bit worse. And then I'm going to enter my data for sixth hour. And sixth hour, I know had a few days where no one was absent. Now that all my data is in the table, I'm ready to actually make my graph. So I'm going to start with a scatter plot. Along the x-axis, I want my days of the week showing. And along the y-axis, I'm going to graph one of my class hours. So I'm going to select second hour. See how it filled in my data. Now I want to show all 3 class hours on the same graph. So I'm going to hit this blue trace button. It adds a second set of data, but I need to change y to third hour. Now I've got data for 2 classes, and then I want to add my sixth hour, so I'm going to hit trace one more time and change y to sixth hour. Now I can see data for all 3 of my classes. If I click over here, I can edit information. So I'm going to give my graph a title. And I'm going to change the y-axis because I ended up with different class hours. What I actually graphed is the number of students absent. Now my axes are labeled. Notice it created a key for me, selected a different color for each class hour. So if I've got it exactly the way that I want it, then I'm ready to be done. So I'm going to save my graph. I'm going to save it as public because that just lets me save a few more things. And export. And I'm going to download it as a PNG file. Now you saw in the directions that you actually need to create 2 different types of graphs. So I don't need to enter data again. All I need to do is change the style of my graph. So I'm going to go back to graph, create, takes me back to my data, and check this out. For each of my class periods, I'm just going to change the chart type. So I already made a scatter plot. I'm going to switch it to bar graph for sixth hour, third hour, and second hour. And now I have a bar graph that shows the same data for my 3 classes. Again, I'm going to save it, export it, and those are the images I'm going to add to my document at Google Doc where you need to upload your graphs. If you're really savvy and you have some extra time, you can click Style and make some changes to things like the color and the fonts. But what you see here is what's required. Just make sure you have a unique name for each of the days of the week, and then it was that trace button that allowed you to add extra classes. If you set up your data table just like this, you should be successful. Good luck and have some fun graphing.